everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Jack and Roxy, and last week we did a little Instagram ask us a question, and so we could do a little Q&A on here, so thank you if you did ask us a question. So we're going to jump right into it. So our first question is from the Disney Godmother, who asked what our favourite drink at Disney is. So mine would be Pog Juice, which I guess is quite basic. Other than that, it's like Minute Maid lemonade or Starbucks, which is not a Disney thing. It's more a USA thing. What's your favourite?
Mine's the cocktail from Ogres, the Fuzzy Tom Tom. It's had that weird foamy stuff on it.
Yeah.
And there was a little mention to the Night Blossom as well from Animal Kingdom.
It's very sweet though.
It's a bit
and I like sweet things, but it's very sweet. But yeah, Ogre's Cantina as well. Definitely recommend going there for some cocktails. Next, we had Jordan, who asked us a few questions. So first questions what would we like to see open in a park? Mine's going to be a bit of a cop-out because I want Isle of Berk to open in the Universal UK, which I don't think it will, but it looks so good at Epic. So I would like that area here.
I want some more up stuff at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
They got Kevin, they got the meet and greets. So why can't they have a Paradise Falls or
that's a good idea.
Or ride.
Yeah.
I think Paris is going to have something like that, but it's not in Animal Kingdom. So.
No. Disneyland Paris is going to have a swing style up ride.
Yeah, another spinny ride, just what I want.
Jordan then also asked what was the longest flight that we have been on, and that would be Las Vegas, which was our first holiday together. About 12 hours.
Wasn't too bad.
No, we flew with Virgin in the bubble, which was lovely. I'm very sad that went away. But it was good. 12 hours, it was okay. Our shortest flight is probably Paris. So, you're up in the air and then down in no time.
Yeah, don't even get the snacks out.
No.
Well, they do, but
there's no point. And then next question is city or beach? This is really hard because I love a city. I love to explore. I love seeing the history and the culture and wandering around and everything. But beach is the relaxing side of things, because normally beach is like all inclusive. So beach is normally chilling out in a pool, got some cocktails, some nice food, sunshine.
Yeah, it depends what vibe you want. They both have their own pros and cons.
Yeah.
But we like both.
We do like both, so we can't pick, unfortunately. Depends what we're going for holiday-wise. Next question was, where do we recommend for someone who chases the sun, wants heat in August? So I would say the UAE. So Qatar, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, those places. Even Las Vegas. Las Vegas is very hot. I think it's about 40 degrees and desert. And then if you want like beachy or more beachy, you've probably got like Sri Lanka or the Maldives, although you might get a little bit of rain. But that's just what I would recommend. Next we had Ever After Den ask us our least favourite ride and our most favourite ride. Now I just based this on Walt Disney World and Universal Studios. So for me, my least favourite ride is Tower of Terror. And in Universal Studios it would be Kong. I just don't like that ride. It doesn't make me sick or anything. I'm not a motion sickness person like you are. But I just don't like it.
The animatronic at the end is cool.
Yeah.
But maybe that's because we're near the end.
Yeah, I'm happy to get out. What's your least favourite?
Well, motion sickness wise, probably Forbidden Journey, but I'm only basing that off the one time we rode it in California. So
yeah, we didn't actually do it in Orlando.
The ride system's the same on the new, Monsters ride at Epic. So
yeah,
we'll have to see. And again, my motion sickness talking would be the teacups at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Bit of a cop out, but
you don't like spinny things.
If any motion sickness tablet companies want to sponsor us, and I can tell them how good their product is, then please do.
And then most favourite rides for me at Walt Disney World would be Everest. I just love it. I love that it goes backwards. I love that it's dark. I love that it's a thrill roller coaster. I love it. And then at Universal Studios, I have to say The Mummy, because again, it's an indoor dark ride roller coaster, twists and turns. I like the fire scene. I just like it.
My favourite is Tower of Terror, so
Opposites on that.
to ride it on my own, and probably Hagrid's at Universal.
Yeah.
I do like Velocicoaster, but that's almost a bit too intense for
to ride again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Whereas
did Hagrid's back to back, and
We
that
did.
was doable.
Yeah.
I prefer the bike, just saying, only because I don't fit in the sidecar. But yeah, so they're both. So I assume they're thrill rides. So
Yeah. Right. Then we had James, who asked us a few questions. Firstly, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A lot of wood. Would chuck a lot? I don't know.
Chuck a lot.
What's
Was
chuck?
he a strong man as well now? He throw
Yeah.
wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
What's he throwing wood about for?
I don't know. You ask him. Anyway, next question is our thoughts on Universal coming to the UK. I am excited. I like Universal in Orlando. I like the rides. I like the theming. I'm excited for something new because I think I've heard Back to the Future and maybe Lord of the Rings actually is coming. Bond. Oh, well, I'm not excited about that, but you are. But it's not the same vibes as Orlando. There is just something about Orlando, the American park, isn't it, with the orange Fanta and the heat and the atmosphere. But I am excited to come to UK, and I think it'll be really good for the UK market as well. It means we might be able to become annual pass holders of something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the lure of Universal in Florida is the heat and the idea of going on a holiday. I don't think going to Bedford is the idea of a holiday.
No. But
and
it's
I wonder
not
if
too far of a drive for us, so
No, it can be a day out. But Thorpe Park and Alton Towers, they do
seasonal.
like seasonal stuff, so
Yeah.
maybe they'll close during the winter. I don't know. But
We will see. But we're excited. We're looking forward to see what happens. But
we've
we've
got
still
time.
got a few years to go. And then James and also Shauna Disney asked a very similar question. They asked what our favourite park in Orlando / Walt Disney World Park is. So we both have the same. It's Epic. Oh,
Will be.
oh, Epcot. It's Epcot at Walt Disney World. That's our favourite.
Yeah.
Oh, and the reasons why.
Yeah.
So I like
I
the
haven't done any other parks apart from Universal and Disney. I haven't done
yeah.
Busch Gardens, SeaWorld.
No. So you're just going based off Walt Disney World. So I love the vibes at Epcot. I love walking around. I love the 11 countries with all the different food, the drinks, the theming, and little quirky stuff, Easter eggs that you can see around there. It's got some great rides. Feels almost a bit like an adult park. And we were very lucky enough to stay at the Yacht Club on our trip in May 2022. So we could come in through the International Gateway, which was nice. And sort of gives you a good atmosphere from coming that way rather than the front. Like we think of the park as coming through the back rather than the front now. So if you're taking the Skyliner, that's the route that you'll come in at. Why do you like Epcot?
Yeah, it feels like two parks. You've got the world and the actual park.
It was one of the first parks we did on our trip, for your first ever trip to Walt Disney World. So it probably ties into a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, probably.
Of those memories.
And I'm a foodie, so I like the
The
we've
food
done
festivals.
3 of the 4 festivals. So
Yeah, we have. Meg's Magical Adventures asked what our favourite ride in each park is. So I've done this just based on Walt Disney World, Universal Disney, Universal Orlando, Walt Disney World, and Disneyland Paris. So for me, Magic Kingdom is Big Thunder Mountain. Hollywood Studios is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which I know is a bit basic. It's not a thrill ride, but I love it. Animal Kingdom is Everest. And then Epcot is Guardians of the Galaxy because it's an indoor roller coaster that spins. A roller coaster that spins, goes backwards. I like the songs. That's what Tim Tracker said. roller coaster. Anyway, in Universal Studios, the Mummy, but in Islands of Adventure it would be Hagrid's to take the top spot. And then for Disneyland Paris, Big Thunder Mountain. Well, it's better than Orlando's one. Big Thunder Mountain, definitely, but I do like Phantom Manor. And then at the Studios Park in Disneyland Paris, I like Crush's Coaster, because again, indoor roller coaster that spins and
Everything
goes in the dark.
spins.
Yep, I love a spin ride. Your favourite rides?
Magic Kingdom, controversially Ariel, and her.
Yeah, Journey Under the Seas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't. That's one of the first rides we rode, I think.
probably just because it was.
I just like it.
Yeah, you like
It's
the.
got a good soundtrack. Who doesn't like the Little Mermaid soundtrack?
Mm.
Don't comment below. Hollywood Studios, Tower of Terror, as we said, or if Steven Tyler can get us some backstage passes, then Rock and Roller Coaster. Oh wait, Epcot. Depending on the vibe, chill vibe will be Living with the Land. Again, controversial.
Yeah,
subject
one of our
across
favourites.
the Disney community, but it will be Test Track if we're going for something thrilly. And then probably Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom. I like Flight of Passage, but it makes me a bit sick. I like Everest, but again, discombobulated.
Can only ride that once, really.
I do have a thing for the big animatronic in Navi River Journey.
It is very, yeah, the animatronic is amazing.
But for a whole ride experience, it'd be Dinosaur. I'd share Hagrid's.
Yeah.
Because that's just top tier. And then probably E.T. in the other park. Not for any nostalgic reason, because I only went to Universal 3 years ago. I just like riding a bike. And
Yeah.
the fact it says your name at the end if you're lucky.
It's a nice, simple ride, isn't it? It's just nice and cute.
Yeah, well, I haven't done Men in Black. I haven't done what's that one?
Gringotts.
Or the one that's not going to be there anymore.
Oh, Ride It Rocket.
Yeah. There's a couple I haven't done, but
Please ignore any squeaking you may hear. Our cat is currently playing with her toy.
and then Disneyland Paris will be Hyperspace Mountain, I think.
Yeah.
Or
Again, better than Magic Kingdom Space Mountain. Sorry.
Thunder. Yeah, Thunder Mountain. I think they're tied because I like the launch.
Yeah. Anna87 asked, do we prefer to book our holidays as a package or independently? So I work in the travel industry, so it really depends what we're doing. So if I can get a package through work, fantastic, we'll do it that way. If not, sometimes even through work, like if we've got certain discounts and things, we have to book it all separately, and depends on the kind of trip we're trying to do. Depends if we need to book it independently or separately. But we always look at, we like to look at both options either way, just to see what works best for us, whether that's financially or just the package itself, or just the way we want to do things, if we want flexibility or etc. Obviously, if you're booking as a package, you do have that security of having someone there to take care of it for you as well. But independently, obviously, we're confident enough to be able to do that.
I'll just pay.
Jack's just along for the ride. So it depends on the trip. I think next year, our honeymoon, we are looking more independently, but we have looked into packages already. So just depends on the trip. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
C Easton 93 asked us our favourite Disney park. So out of all the parks we've been to, I love Walt Disney World, but I think my favourite park is California Adventure. I like Pixar Pier. I love the Mickey Wheel, the vibes. We went in 2019. I feel like we need to go back because we didn't fully appreciate everything. But from watching vlogs and everything of it as well, I would love to go experience it again. But I really like that park, and I like the World of Colour water show at the end of the evening. I thought that was really amazing.
Yeah, it was good. Mine's still Epcot, I think.
Yeah.
Just for all the reasons named before.
Yeah, all those vibes.
But I would like to go back to California because I didn't appreciate the whole Walt's first park aspect of it when we first went. So, and the castle was on the scrim.
Yeah,
So
it
we didn't
was. We
actually
didn't
see it.
actually see the baby castle. So,
Fuming.
Ivan asked the best time of year to visit Disney in our opinion. So I'm assuming this is Walt Disney World.
Anytime but May.
Yes, May is hot. Although we went at the end of May, I believe end of April, early May is not as hot.
Unless you're a camel that can hold 15 days worth of water without peeing, and if you can take on enough water to stay hydrated in May in Florida, hats off to you.
Yeah,
because
it
it's
is
brutal.
It is hot.
Try doing Fort Park with a hairdryer on you for
Yeah.
24 hours. That's what it feels like.
We went in November as well that year, and that was a bit more of a mixture because although the Christmas stuff was amazing, I loved all the Christmas theming. Some days it was really hot, like 27 degrees, but not really humid. But then the next day it might be 10 degrees. So there were some days you were wearing like gloves and coats and everything, and then there were other days we were by the pool in shorts and t-shirts. So that I felt ill that trip, and I don't know if it's because the weather was up and down. It threw me off a little bit. We've not done sort of January, February, March, which a lot of people say is a good time of year to go because of the crowd. And obviously it's not as hot, but I have seen that it can be really cold. To me, I want to go to Orlando when it's warm. I don't want it to be freezing.
Yeah, it's part of it.
I wouldn't go in July and August just because kids on holidays. We don't have to do that because we don't have children. So we can go outside of those times. Plus it is hot and the Americans are off school and it is rainy season as well. I like September, October. I know it's still in partly rainy season, but I don't think it's that hot. It is hot, but not...
Yeah, Adam hates September.
Early September, yeah, but I'm thinking like late September, early October. See, when I went late September, I didn't think it was hot. Like, I didn't find myself like we were in May, where I was like, it is too hot. But we'll soon see next year. But I also love Halloween. I love the spooky season in Orlando. I think it's so good. And it's my birthday, so I'm biased. We would say go any time of year.
Not May.
But May. If you can go on a trip to Walt Disney World, if you can fit it in any time of year. Depends what you're looking
If
for.
you can find a camel-sized seat on your next BA flight, do it.
Abby T asked, do you think Spaceship Earth gets too much hate?
What hate?
We haven't heard about any hate. Do people hate Spaceship Earth? I don't understand why they would hate Spaceship Earth. Because
it's not thrilling.
No. It's the icon. You know, it's in the icon of the park. It's a cool ride. I understand what it is. Bit of aircon, bit of chill. The funny pictures.
Bit of Judi Dench.
Yeah.
Got
Although we did
Dench.
get stuck there.
We were stuck in the star bit. Oh, made me feel.
Not good
Again.
for your motion sickness.
I don't know what was. I think, aren't you tilted back in that ride as well? So you're like looking at the ceiling.
I just remember the announcement over and over again. We didn't get evacuated, but we were stuck for at least 10 minutes. I'm sure we were. But we don't hate it. We don't love it. We're neutral on this. Tell us about that. Why are people hating on it?
Yeah.
Don't be a Disney hater, guys. Anyway, next we had Lindsay's Magical Memories, who asked which Disney couple we think we are most like or compare ourselves to. So I said Meg and Hercules. One, I think Meg is amazing as a character. You know, she's been through some stuff, she's made some mistakes, but she's still trying to be independent and make up for things, and she's got a good, cool personality, and deep down she's got a kind heart. And then Herc, he's the cutest, he's quirky, he's funny, he's a bit clumsy, but he has got a very good heart and soul. So I think we are Meg and Hercules.
Okay.
Jack's not seen Hercules, or he hasn't really watched it, but we are currently rewatching the Walt Disney World movies in order.
Shameless plug.
If you'd like to watch that, that is on TikTok on our Watching Walt series. So eventually he will watch Hercules. But what couple do you think we are?
In May, when I done 32,000 steps, I definitely went the distance. Ba-dum-tsh. Anyway,
Okay.
I think we're like Carl and Ellie.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
grumpy old man.
Yeah.
And you need a stick to walk sometimes because your knees.
And I'm holding some balloons up in the chimney. You don't know that yet.
Okay. But yeah, Carl and Ellie.
And we like adventure.
We do
travelling,
like
and
adventure.
my house isn't up for any hot air balloon competitions at the moment, but you know, never know.
Never know in the future.
And
Right.
I would love a Kevin in my life.
Yeah, everyone needs a Kevin. Okay. Jess R. Seeley asks, what is our must do in each Walt Disney World park? This is broad because must do for a family, must do for you, must do
It could
for
be snack. It could
yeah,
be
it could be ride,
It could be attraction. It could be
anything. So I've based this on what my must do is, what I want to do every time I step into that park. So Magic Kingdom, I've said take a photo of the castle, basic but classic. Everyone wants a picture of her. Hollywood Studios, watch Fantasmic. We saw it in the May. And I hadn't seen it before that trip. I had not been on the Fantasmic hype. But it was Fantasmic. It was fantastic. It was great, and we watched it again. And now every trip I would like to watch that.
Only watch it once.
No, we watched it twice.
Watched it once.
I'm sure we watched it twice.
I watched it once.
Anyway, next trip we'll be going there.
You've watched it many times since we got back because I do the.
Because you're dancing along to it just on your own. Epcot would be just eating around the festivals and exploring the festivals. There's normally always got a festival going on in Epcot. It's very rare that there's only a few weeks out of the year that there's not. So that would be what I'd do there. And then Animal Kingdom would be the animation drawing thing, which is over at Rafiki's Planet Watch. So if you get the little train over, it's free. It's about 20-30 minutes. You get to sit down in aircon. It's always a bonus in Orlando. And there's a cast member live drawing, and you're following them as you're sketching. You get to keep it as like a little souvenir. Who did we do?
Judy Hopps.
Judy Hopps from Zootopia. And Pua.
Oh yeah, the pig.
From Moana.
He's a big pig.
Wrong pig. But it's
not the wrong pig. He's not a big pig.
No, he's not a big pig. But it's something fun, something different to do, something free in Disney, which is, you don't get that very often. So we like to do that.
Well, I like to do that, and you tagged along.
Yeah, it was your idea. Now it's a thing.
They do it on the ships as well, but it's a video. And I think seeing the animator up there doing it, you're following along. No, I'm not a good drawer.
It's a bit of fun.
My pig looked like a pig, and my hop looked like a hop.
Okay.
Funny.
What's your must-dos?
Magic Kingdom, spring rolls, cheeseburger spring rolls.
You love the spring rolls.
I wouldn't pay. I wouldn't put a quick service credit towards them because no, that's not the way that we use quick service credits. But I would pay $9 for them.
Yeah, still paying that. Probably be about $12 by the time we go back.
That burger sauce dip. Oh, classic. Anyway, Epcot, I think just eating around the world. We've done, like I say, 3 out of the 4 Epcot festivals, and we have found many good sushi. That was quite fun.
Yeah, it's just cool to look at them, isn't it? And look at what kind of foods they've got and
I like the way that they do. They have the countries, and then the booths within the countries are either different countries or
they're not always necessarily the same countries in that country. They're like themed, aren't they? Hollywood Studios?
Hollywood Studios would probably be Galaxy's Edge, just because we've been to Galaxy's Edge multiple times, and I still feel like we haven't done it all.
Yeah, there's always something to see or going on.
And
Animal Kingdom,
probably Pandora, again along the lines of the whole land. So I've got two snacks, or 2 foods and 2 lands. We
haven't seen Pandora at night yet, which I would really like to do. Yeah,
What's that from?
It's from Moana.
No, it's not. Isn't it from Monsters vs. Aliens?
No.
Isn't he saying in that?
It's also from Moana. From the crab. Yep. Happily Ever After Dreaming asks our favourite Disney memory. This should be the same-ish.
I hope so.
But it was when we got engaged in Magic Kingdom in May 2022. So we had a lovely day in Magic Kingdom, or afternoon. Jack was very stressed.
Yeah, lovely.
I dragged him on lots of rides. Bear in mind, this was Jack's first trip to Walt Disney World. So we walked into the park and the parade was on straight away. We watched Festival Fantasy. We then met Mickey Mouse. I then dragged Jack on lots of rides. At this point, I then got really hangry because it was like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and we hadn't eaten since like 11 o'clock when we had lunch at the hotel. Brunch.
Can't have been, because we had the Mickey's Magical Fair. That's on at 3 p.m, isn't it?
No. It's on later. I definitely know we watched Festival Fantasy as soon as we walked in.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that was at like 1 p.m.
Our camera died, but as I was saying, we got engaged in Magic Kingdom. So poor Jack, I dragged him on loads of rides. Big Thunder Mountain, the queue was longer than it said. And then we sat down on the grass hub, and my feet were hurting. I was hangry. I just wanted to go get something to eat. Jack wouldn't let me, and then I was rubbing foot lotion on because my feet were hurting.
Fit.
I took my shoes off, and then we got engaged. Proposed.
She said some expletives to me.
Yes. But it was lovely, and then we got a hot dog at Casey's Corner afterwards, and that was lovely. But another one of my most favourite Disney memories is on that trip anyway, is it was Jack's first time. So when you love something so much and you take someone you love with you and they see everything for the first time and you're seeing it through their eyes and their reactions, that's just something you can't recreate. Like, that first time feeling is something else. And when you take someone else for their first time, especially someone you want to love it as much as you do, and they do, it was amazing. So just our whole trip, May 2022, we stayed at Yacht Club. It was your first trip. We got engaged. It was one of the best Disney memories.
Mm-hmm.
We then have Collections with Cece asked our favourite character in Walt Disney World that isn't in Disneyland Paris, which is a really interesting question. So I thought about this, and I'm trying to think of characters that you can't meet, but maybe they're in the parades, but I'm not too sure. But I would say Mulan or Pocahontas, who I met Mulan in the China Pavilion in Epcot, and way years ago, I met Pocahontas in Animal Kingdom as a live face character.
Oh, I love faces.
Yeah, Jack doesn't know how to act with them.
Hello, fake person. How is your
They're not fake.
insert prints here? Yeah, no. But then I can chat to a bloke in a suit.
Yeah, who can't talk back to you.
Oh, the kissy noises and that.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
Okay, what about yours? Who's your favourite character?
Vanellope.
Von
in
Sweets?
Epcot, that was fun.
Yeah,
And
she was super cute.
Wish I could have met Baymax in
Oh, yeah.
Walt Disney World when that was a thing.
Yeah.
And Groot and Thingy as well. Used to Baby Groot.
We met Big Groot in California.
Oh, yeah, but
Not Baby Groot.
Baby Groot and Star Lord
Peter,
used to
yeah.
be a meet and greet as well.
Yeah.
That looked quite fun.
Magic with Elsie asked our favourite character to meet. So staying on that character trend, mine would be Mickey Mouse because he is the main mouse. I have to meet him on every trip. But for fun, like a fun character interaction, I would say Chip and Dale because they're mischievous, they're funny. You normally get like a really good interaction with them. I went with my friend to Disneyland Paris a few years ago, and like they stole our bags and our sunglasses and like started running off, and they're just cute and funny.
Beef.
What about you? Who do you want?
Favourite?
Yeah.
Minnie and her sass.
Yeah, you do like Minnie Mouse, but only in her classic outfit.
Yeah, I don't like a bloody curtain, grandma's curtain thing that's in Hollywood Studios. If I could skip her and meet Sorcerer Mickey just on his own without old bloody Dorothy coming in with a Hollywood outfit.
You probably could. No, I don't know.
With her stupid gloves on, like there's no
very particular.
There's no fit into it. Like you're not gonna fit a dress to a human person and put a mouse head on top, are you?
No,
it's just
I guess
weird.
not. Okay. Anyone else who you like to meet?
I quite like Donald as well. He's quite fun, and he's one of the OGs. that I met as a kid. So
Oh yeah, so nostalgic. Also, you just like a character with like funny personality, sassy and grumpy. You like that they've got personality. I would like to be. I'm like a Pokemon collector. I want to catch them all. I want to meet all the characters.
some of
in-
the like Mickey's Not So Scary,
Yeah,
like Jack and Sally and
the Sands and
Sanders and
Sisters.
Sisters and
Yeah, like all the rare
Skeleton
characters.
Goofy. I'd love to meet them.
Yeah, and all the characters in their cool outfits. Like if you go on a Disney cruise and they're all in their fun outfits and like formal night when they're in their little suits. Adorable. Our final question came from Lindsay McEwen, who asked, at our favourite park, what is our favourite food and or favourite snack and favourite ride? So as everyone knows, our favourite park is Epcot. My favourite ride is Guardians of the Galaxy, and our favourite snack, which is the same, is the pretzel bread pudding in the Germany pavilion.
Hidden gem, that is.
It is definitely a hidden gem. It's like $5, $5.50 when we were there. Big enough to share. I'm not even a caramel lover, but it was fantastic. I am dreaming about that. I cannot wait to go back and eat it. It's in like the back of the Germany pavilion, next to where the restaurant is. There's like a little
You've got
stand.
caramel kusha or whatever it is. Then you got the big building in front. Restaurants on the left, but you go around to the right, and there's literally tucked
like
behind
they sell
there.
some drinks and then this snack and something else.
Then we've got a Powerade and a pretzel bread pudding's like $11. I think the drink was more expensive than the bread pudding.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it was amazing. What's your favourite ride? I think we kind of
It's got to be
covered this.
Test Track.
Test Track.
Um,
Should we do our favourite snacks in the other part? So for me, if we're doing favourite snacks in other parks, and also if you guys have got any recommendations, leave them in the comments below so we can start planning for our next trip. I'm so basic. Dole Whip. I love the coconut
one.
Yeah,
with the cake popping.
Yeah,
inside.
what's that called? Oh, it's so good. It's coconut Dole Whip and it's got a cake pop inside it. Animal Kingdom. This isn't really a snack, but Satuli Canteen has got some great food. You're not a fan of the cheeseburger bao bun things that everyone talks about, but
no, I don't understand the hype.
And then Hollywood Studios, we didn't really eat much. We haven't tried the Ronto wrap or anything. Oh, I'll tell you where we did like though. The Toy Story. The little kiosk where you get the tachos.
Yeah, the breakfast tachos.
Yeah.
And the brisket sandwich. That was amazing.
Yeah. Give us some recommendations. We have got hopefully some trips coming soon for the channel, so keep an eye on that. And hopefully pending next year, our honeymoon trip is going to be
Back
very
to
good.
the magic.
Yeah, back to Walt Disney World. But thank you so much if you asked us some questions, if you were involved, thank you. And if you've watched along, we really do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And you can find us on other socials. So our Instagram is Travels with Jack and Roxy, and also our TikTok where we are doing our Watching Walt series. So if you are interested in seeing our reviews on all the Walt Disney movies from the beginning, most you haven't seen, some I haven't seen, some I haven't watched in years, and just going along and seeing what we think of those.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Time to say goodbye. Our day was great, now it's time to go home. It's getting